Horse stumbles upon a pack of wolves, stuns them with his strange self-defense strategy. There is probably nothing more terrifying than a pack of hungry wolves. Okay, so we can all think of a few things that are worse, but still. If you are in the middle of this situation, you are guaranteed to be horrified. So when onlookers watched the beautiful horse waltz toward where the wolves were hiding, they cringed for the future of this noble animal. It was a snowy day out in the wilderness, and the wolves were on the hunt for some food. That's when a gorgeous horse galloped into the middle of the scene. The beautiful creature began grazing on what little vegetation was left, paying no mind to the wolves that surrounded him. The men who were watching, however, were horrified. These onlookers were certain that the horse was about to become lunch for this group of Italian wolves, and they dreaded the moment the fight would finally break out. As the horse continued to graze, however, something bizarre happened. Rather than gang up to attack, the wolves watched in wonder as this intruder casually strolled about. A few of the wolves backed up as the black and white horse strutted up to another patch of land. Even the wolf who had been practically under his feet was quick to get away. Some of the predators who had been sleeping in the snow sat up the second the horse got near them. The wolves seemed worried that this big horse would attack them. After all, it could easily kick or trample them with its hooves. They watched and waited, trying to figure out the best plan of action. As the men recorded, the horse got closer still. It slowly walked into the ranks of the wolves, who stared in disbelief. The horse kept its nose to the ground the entire time. It didn't want any trouble, only food. Just as the anxiety of the onlookers was at its highest point, the horse did something incredible.
It turned around, standing right in the middle of the pack. Then, slowly, it lowered itself to the ground. The horse started to play in the snow like a puppy. No! The men shouted in disbelief. Here was the horse, rolling on its back in the snow, kicking its feet every which way, and having the time of its life.
It even swept up the snow with its tail. This horse did not care that the wolves were there, and no one could believe it. The horse rolled this way, and the wolves just stared. They couldn't figure out why this creature wasn't afraid of them. Clearly, the horse thought of himself as the alpha of the pack, and he proved himself to be so. He shook the snow off of his coat as he stood up. The wolf closest to him jumped as it was doused in a shower of snow. All eyes were on the horse. The wolves stood with their ears perked up, but they realized that this great beast was no threat. The ending of this video has me dying to see what happened next.
Even in the wild, animals can surprise us. This horse proves that differences are all in the mind and that no fear is too great to overcome. Please share this with your friends and family.